Righty, so right there with me too. Now let's get back to the entertainment news. More Abudu responds to copyright infringement allegations. Following the copyright infringement allegations leveled against Mo Abudu and our Ebony Life Film Production Company by investigative journalist Tobore Ovore, Mo Abudu has issued a press release stating that their Netflix feature film Oloture is fiction. In a lengthy statement shared via our Instagram page, Mo Abudu, who is the CEO of Ebony Life Films, is claiming that Oloture is a work of fiction and was inspired by a variety of true events. She captioned the picture of the statements with, "Good evening. Our attention has again been drawn to the continued media engagement of Ms. Tobore Ovore, which borders on the unfounded allegation of copyright infringement in a relation to Oloture or the movie against Ebony Life Films, Ebony Life or the company. We had refrained from placing a rejoinder to Ms. Ovore's publication. However, we are constrained at this time to issue this statement to set the record straight and put an end to the disparaging statements by Ms. Ovore. According to the statement, it was in-depth research and wide consultation with several entities with diverse accounts of human sex trafficking that informed the development of Oloture as a social impact project. The statement further highlights in page 6 a screenshot from the end credits of the movie Oloture, where it states boldly, "Thank you to Premium Times and Tobore Ovore and all journalists who go undercover to expose the truth for inspiring this film." All of this is coming after a recent Pulse NG interview was released where Tobore Ovore stated that Ebony Life Films adapted our 2014 undercover investigation on sex trafficking without our experts' permission. Take a look at a snippet of the interview.
Oloture is my life story. As a result of a story, everything got scattered. I lost quite a lot. Relationship gone. Health got into a mess. You know what it means when you spend every of your savings to the last dime on therapy, on medication, on injections. Even when money no day, you just have to find. I have to find every means to get the money to buy my meds. Because without the medication, I can't sleep. There's somebody now picks your life story, makes it into a movie, line it is their own idea. I can't be silenced.
Credits to Pulse NG for that video clip. So guys, what are your thoughts?
It's like, where to start from? I mean, we can all agree that this film in particular brought out a lot about sex trafficking in Nigeria. It wasn't a story that wasn't told in the public like the way it was done. And it was interesting that this lady came out to say it's her story. Now, I went a step further to actually look for her publication in Premium Times and saw that there is indeed a story that she put out a couple of years back, I'm not so sure of the timing, where she spoke about events that happened when she went undercover. However, because I haven't quite finished Oloture, I'm not sure if it's the exact match, but I can tell that some part of it was used in the movie. Now, that begs the question, so how come it's fiction? You know, because if it's fiction, then it's not real, or maybe fiction has a different
storyline.
I don't understand, because fiction, last time I checked, fiction means it's not a true story. But if this is a part of a true story, then credit should be given to the person who inspired the story, which you did at the ending. So why are you crediting a fiction film to someone else? That's the question I have to ask. Then the second thing I have to say is that, you know, when you watch the video, it pulls on your emotional heartstrings. I watched it, she was crying, she went through a lot. She said she watched people got killed. She said she was raped. You know, she said she felt violated. And if this is true, indeed, anybody will feel that way. However, she needs to now come out with some facts, you know, because we're hearing different variations of the story, that she was offered 5%. We're hearing all but we need to see the facts if you're going the social media route, because we always say once you go the social media route, you have to have your facts
Evidence.
with you, because the right way is to actually go legally. But if you feel like, oh, legally it takes too long, we're in Nigeria, maybe you feel, the process is cumbersome, then you have to come out with the facts to support what you're saying, which is what Ebony Life Films did right there with their statements. Or even they need to also present their own facts to back it up.
It's just crazy. The 5% that she was talking about in the interview, she was talking about if the film goes to theater.
Yes, it's to cinemas.
Apparently the film didn't make cinemas. So just on that streaming
and it was even there in the statement that unfortunately they didn't go to cinema.
So she's not
so why was she getting a cut from a movie that wasn't inspired by her? It's very messy.
And then, is it on purpose that it didn't go to the cinema, that it went to Netflix?
It's because during the lockdown process, movies were not going to
So I understand that, but then, is there no way you could bend the rules if it did not go to the... Because, I mean, if this person is getting a cut originally from it and it did not make it to the cinema...
From streaming platform.
Oh, okay, so, wow, interesting. This is such an emotional one, honestly. And I think that if there is a way... Because I thought about everything. I thought, okay, relaying your story to Premium Times and then they're putting it out. Anybody could have jumped on that and say that it's their story and then do it, use it for whatever thing they want to use it for. Can there be a copyright immediately? You're letting your things out. I mean, moving forward, in case another person wants to do this so that they don't make the same mistake. And what exactly can be done in this matter? So if it is somebody's story, truly, is there a way that, as you're letting it out, so that you don't experience this because, I mean, everything has to be done properly so that somebody will not be hurt, because we've heard cases like this forever, like things like this going on. And even a court, when you don't have your evidence, whether it is true or not, that is why so many times when people talk about rape, it's almost like there is nothing the court can do about it, because the court is based on, their conclusion is always based on evidence at the end of the day. If you can't show anything for it, there is nothing they can work with.
Painful.
This story is even crazy because according to her, she already had a conversation with the now director of Kenneth Gang of the Oloture movie. So it's a conversation that she has had. We'll just keep our fingers crossed and see how this pans out.